So second semester, we're in it now, public service and safety. We went into defined careers and we looked up the public service and safety categories. It's a great search bar that you're able to filter out which courses you're looking for. And here are the ones that we've uh, picked for our units. So the first one we did firefighting, and so they had to come up with a script of them pretending that they are going into a firefighter interview to join the fire academy. And on the panel was like the police chief or the fire chief, and maybe a city council member, and they're asking them questions, and they're the people who are pretending to be applicants have to be prepared on how to respond to fire related questions, teamwork questions, etc. Then our next class was correctional and probation officer. And so the project in Defined Careers was you are making a PSA for local prisons and jails, basically teaching the inmates who are about to be released how they can access housing, medical, being reunited with family members, food, which corporations and companies hire people with a record. And so they had a really fun time researching and then making this PSA for the local jails and prisons. One we just did last week was our military course. And so we took a deep dive into all six branches of the military. And we broke them into groups, and we told them that like they are the experts of their branch, whether it was Navy or Coast Guard or Space Force or Army, Marines. They are doing all the research on the benefits, the amount of time it takes for basic training, where they might be stationed, and then they are making a like a recruitment poster that they would hang at a local high school, and the goal was for their recruitment poster to be better than all the other branches because they want the most number of people to join their branch over others. So I'm gonna go to there you go. So there are some of the recruitment posters that the kids made that just have to do with, like I said, benefits and why their branch is better than all the others. Just trying to use their skills of like selling, what they're a part of.
Mhm.
Um, so that was our military. I did not show this, but we were able to bring in, um, the guest speakers that I was talking about. We brought in AMR, and they showed us basic CPR uh, on these dummies. We actually did a field trip to the local fire station where we were able to walk over, and the firefighters took us through their living quarters, everything on the truck, what they need to do on a day-to-day basis. And so that was a really fun experience for them uh, to see as well. Um, on the right, this was last year. We had a person who worked for the FBI come, and actually, FBI is going to be one of our next projects that we're going to do. And then currently, we're in a detective unit. So the defined career project for us was to create a crime scene, and the kids really got to use their imagination, and they come up with their own um, scenario, location, who the victim was, what clues were left behind. They had to do research on, once they get these clues, what do they do with them to analyze them, whether it's a fingerprint, whether it's blood spatter, whether it's, a weapon that was used that was left behind, video surveillance. And then, basically they come up with a conclusion from the clue analysis for a suspect. And then what do you do with the suspect? And then basically teaching them that they have to gather all of this evidence and they have to build a case for when they go to court. They have to follow all of the proper steps, or some of the evidence that might be at the scene might be thrown out if they're not careful enough. So that's what they're doing now. And then in the next week or two, we are going to be doing a lawyer um, uh, segment where they are going to be doing like a mock trial. And so we're going to give them a scenario that they're going to have to argue whether it's, school uniforms in favor of or not, or, b body cameras on police officers, in favor or not. And then they're going to have to build a case where, and argue their side of things. And we're going to have a judge, we're going to have a bailiff, and we're going to try to do a mock trial, setting in our classroom. So those are the different uh, courses that we use from Define Careers. Like I said, it's very user friendly. It's very much geared towards project-based learning, and you know, I tell the kids, I mean, they have all their other classes, English, math, science. That's where they're getting lectures, or taking lots of notes and taking quizzes and tests, and some of it might be individual, but like this class was really meant for getting in groups, talking a lot, working through problems, coming up with really creative projects, so that they can build those not only teamwork skills, but also, when they come up and present it to the class, they're building that public speaking skill that they will need for high school in most of their classes, but also after high school when they get into a profession, that they are equipped properly, uh, f- uh, for their career that they're going to go into. So that's kind of what we do.